Incoming mail.
Have fun with this, with your loot. See you, dude. Bye. I'm fine. I think I need nothing. It's okay, dude. No, 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 everything fine. I just looked for some rockets and C4 for the shop. I've seen there were many buyers. I've made a extra shop house nearby the outpost. Just only to sell it, you know? It's fine, it's fine. Take it for you. Just I mean about stacks, 500 or something to sell it, but it's like a business in Rustable. So just do your stuff. I thought you fine, fine. If you don't need it, then okay, okay. Thank you very much. So see you. Bye.
User joined your channel. One would be probably here. Okay, so that was the resistance level. That's the breakout, the continuation, and then that was the fundamental impulse. So for me, this is like a fresh and very important demand area, new demand area. I'm waiting for the market. If the market will come, sometimes after these fundamental breakouts, we do not see the retest of the breaking area. We just see a continuation. But if the market will come and retest this area, I will be very keen on buying. Okay, on the retest of this demand area. And you know how I trade. I like building my positions as we see the the pullback. So actually this retracement and this first entry was my first entry. I was actually expecting the market to continue lower, and if the market would have continued lower, I would add into my trade. The market not continue to the downside. It just reacted and made the movement to the upside. My very first target would be or would have to be around
If you can make
previous
it a bit bigger.
yeah, the previous highs, that would be like my scalp target. If I see that there's pick and moment, that the momentum increases and builds to the upside, then I'll consider swinging this position. Otherwise, I'll just take the bank profits. Probably even right now, because we already had like a first retest and we reacted to that to this supply here. So If I see there's going to be another pullback, there's no point on me, to sacrifice or to give back the unrealized P&L. So I'll probably trail my stop or something like that in case there's a movement to the upside. I'll see how price action at in 30 minutes, 25 minutes, there will be the market open, the US. I'll see what's the reaction, and I'll see that'll be my decision making moment. Until then, I'll just see how price action behaves, and I'll just my trade. So that's a trade.
Perfect. Let me sort these layers out because we've got some different layers, and I want it to be able for everybody to see the screen properly. Look at all these different layers. That's better.
Yeah, I
There
think
you
that's
go.
looking
That's
good.
much better. That's
Nice.
super better. Much cleaner.
All right, so
What
I
are you
just took
looking
some
at, mate?
profit. Yeah, I took some profit. So I know Saul talks a lot about scaling scaling into positions. So I started doing that actually with pretty good results. I like the idea of you see the level of interest getting hit, and as soon as it gets hit, I usually divide up my positions into four different, so 25% of the full risk on each order. So what I did here was I managed to get in around this area for 25% of full risk, and then I was a little bit slow because I wanted to get in like when we had that confirmation. So I wanted to get in here, but I got filled at market down here, and I actually took profit on the first. So I entered, I believe here, had my stop loss up here, and now I took profit on that one, and I moved stops down with this one. So if this stop loss gets hit, I'll be in like tiny profits. But now I think I'm just gonna let this small position run. So this trade is based on. I'm looking at the 4-hour, and we have a great looking break and retest of the range low. So you see range high, range low, and we had like a break and retest of the range lows, and that then went into like the 1-hour, and I saw that we had that rejection down, and then we had another rejection at the 50% fib of this down move, and that's where I went into, I believe, the 15-minute, and I market enter based on that structure, the 15-minute bearish engulfing. So I'm looking at the target here would be around this low area on the 4-hour. So I'm just gonna try to let this one run, and yeah, as soon as we break these lows here, I'll just secure this trade. Now, because of the fact that I scaled in, it's not going to be. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to scale in, because usually the winners are. I'm not fully in the position when I have a good looking winner, So I'm trying to learn how to get in fully when I want to.
Yeah, that I think that's always the challenge when scaling in, that your first entry tends to be like a relatively small entry, and if the market reacts in your favor directly, you kind of miss out on you're under allocated. So
yeah, but the losers are usually very small. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's also right.
Yeah. So and guys, I don't know if you guys remember. Of course, you remember the trade from yesterday. You guys remember me and Alex? We talked about that, the Euro AD long I had, and we said like I keep it open.
How was that?
So well, that worked out quite well, because we had, this was the trade, right?
Yeah.
I remember also speaking on the live stream yesterday that I'm not going to keep this open because we have the AUD major news event coming out. So I actually exited here because of that news event, and it was apparently the right decision to do so, because when you have a major news event coming out and you're heading to bed, like it's a 50-50. Either you hit TP or you come down and hit stop loss. I think at that point it's better to just take the profit and go.
Good stuff. Well, I actually got my stop loss hit, so there you go. I'm down on GU. I went for a GU long, and it's obviously come. I'll share my screen and show you what I was looking at.
The market is full of opportunities. You have many more trades to take during this live trade session. Full of opportunities. The forex market never sleeps.
The forex market never sleeps. Yeah, unfortunately, you always love trading the forex market. But if people haven't been to the Fivers before, You can take a look at these fantastic spreads that you're never going to see anywhere in your life. Look at all of them
Yeah.
zeros on all of the majors. So you gotta appreciate all of that. So I was actually going long all in these areas. Let me put the history on. So I kind of got stuck maybe in a little bit of a bias. I actually thought it was going to take. Oh, where's my screen going?
What part is that? What pair is that?
That is GU. Let's get this better.
Pound dollar.
Yeah.
Fernando went short while you went long. He took profit
That's
when
he
your stop
took.
loss got
He
hit.
moving the market. That Fernando
This is
guy
the
is
market
moving the
maker right here.
market. There you go. But I've been so long away from MT5. I'm actually still getting used back to used it. So I was actually looking at this as made a little bit of a higher high. I know it's obviously ranging on the higher time frames and actually made a kind of a bit of a macro lower high. But I thought maybe it would have try and take up these highs. So when it started holding these areas here, I thought I would take a couple of long positions. And I'm using EMAs as well, so I like break and retests of EMAs. So I thought maybe if it's gonna hold this EMA, maybe it will go up and try and take this higher high, and then maybe to the top of that overall range that you've got here. But didn't work out this time, so we will have to wait and see to what we're gonna have later on in this session. Maybe I can bring the account back into break even.
Yeah, man, you gotta stop revenge trading.
You know, you gotta love a little bit of revenge trading, Jonathan. That's it.
Alex,
But
you
yeah,
spent too much time far from the charts. Now you're a bit rusty.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm only taking it. That's why I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it slow, not going too fast.
All
But
good.
we'll see. And what about this trade? You're out of this trade. That's it, no? Yeah.
All right. So now
Yeah, yeah, I
you're
profit.
You're out. I just had a look.
Yeah, I saw some of momentum picking, to the downside, and I just banked profits. Where's my? Yeah, there we go.
Honestly, I think it's fascinating watching you trade here in the low time frame because it's the same when I looked at Michael trading and talking about it, how he trade. It's just quick in and out. Like I realized that when I'm trading on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, I'm not really scalping. Like you're scalping. Because it's like you're looking at the 1 minute, and then I remember like the live stream we had together. You talked about how you can view like the 30-second chart on TradingView. I'm like, wow, come on.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
what I'm doing, I start realizing like when I said like I'm transitioning more into scalping, from swing trading to scalping, what I'm actually doing is I'm looking at more of a day trading approach, where it seems like you're getting in and out of trade in a couple of sometimes just minutes, right?
Yeah, but let me tell you, I think the way I trade is the less efficient way to trade. I really think I know I work hard to accomplish same results like a swing trader might accomplish with less effort than I do. I pay more commissions and I pay more spreads and I need to be more accurate and more consistent and maybe more time in front of the screen. It's just the way I know how to do it, and suits my personality. But I wouldn't encourage someone to go and try to trade the way I do.
Yeah, so I think that's a good example of how you need to have a trading style that kind of agrees with your own personality. So if that's what works for you, that's what you should be doing, right? I know
Yep.
for me, it's taking me, like, honestly, I when I started trading, I had this idea like I want to be a scalper, I want to get in and out quick, right, make that fast money, but the more I traded, I realized that I don't have the personality of a scalper. So it has taken me actually quite a few years to be able to adapt to scalping.
It's
I'm
good
building this.
that you know that though. To be fair, that you actually know that what kind of personality you are, and you don't try and fight that because like a lot of people try and fight that and they end up hurting themselves more than they actually do good. So it's
Absolutely.
quite good that you know that.
I'm building an idea around dollar yen. You know, if we see the dailies, you know, we come from this very strong demand, this kind of overextended impulse, and the market slowed down for the past few days and tried to reverse today. And after what it looks like a strong push to the downside, we can see this movement on the even on the 5-minute chart or the hourly. It failed to turn and continue to the downside. It seems like the buyers came into the market and reversed that movement completely. And usually after this, you know, failing to reverse or to continue or something like that, when the movement to the downside is invalidated, we tend to see a continuation to the upside. So I'm trying to build a setup or to find a setup to go long on this market. It's just I need a little bit of momentum now to build to the upside, and then I'll be looking for long opportunities. So I think on a 1-minute chart or 5-minute chart, as long as we stay above these levels on the 5-minute chart, and I see some momentum building to the upside, I'll try to wait for pullbacks to join the movement to the upside. So that's the next setup or the next opportunity I'm looking for to trade.
What pair are you on, Sal? Because I can't
That's
actually see.
dollar yen.
Ah, you're on dollar yen.
Yeah. So I'll keep an eye open on this pair. I'll see if momentum builds to the upside, and I'll try to join that momentum.
All right, so that's on the 5-minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that. It looks like, yeah, I kind of have the feeling that we're breaking above that range. USD, JPY. Yeah, let's see. Maybe.
Yeah.
I got something here.
Jonathan, what's happening to Bitcoin? I don't get that movement to the downside.
Let's see. Let's look at Bitcoin.
I actually, you know, I said this yesterday as well. Like it's it's kind of a look on a macro time frame. It's just like a pretty healthy pullback. Like I don't see.
Yeah. This looks beautiful.
It's good. Like for spot, if you're in spot, like I took this morning before I lost all the profits, I actually took a short on Bitcoin, which was profitable. But Bitcoin just looks very healthy in general at the moment. Like I'm waiting for a place just to buy more spot, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him pullback of around 30% in the bull market is not, you know, not something out of the question on Bitcoin. This is absolutely possible, and you know, we had the. This was basically, you know, this was basically the ETF hype, and like so many other news, it's a sell the news event. Like we see a lot of times when there's news coming out for Bitcoin or altcoins and just hyping up, and everyone's like, oh, we're gonna buy everything, and then the news comes out and it's like, all right, now everyone who knew about this have made their money. The smart money has now been starting to take profits, and now what we see is this like perfect breakdown of this range. And this is what we talked about yesterday, Alex. Like I asked you, like, if we break here, do you think we're gonna go down to 30K? And yeah, I mean, of course, Bitcoin, like, I don't think, like I would not be surprised if we see a bounce here, like around the, let's say the 50% fib. Well, okay, not the 50, but like maybe the 0.6 minutes. So here, around, you know, 30, 34, 35. I think that is a great level for Bitcoin. And so if you're looking to get into Bitcoin, and you might have missed all of this. I remember first week I had a webinar where I talked about how you know we're looking at trying to get into the high time for bottoms and tops on Bitcoin, and we talked about how, you know, if you did not fill up on your long-term position here, you probably have your opportunity here, because there's a lot of room to the upside. When you look at all the on-chain indicators that I'm using, there's a lot of room to the upside here, and I'm thinking at least 60K if the market stays bullish. But I mean, this can't be just Bitcoin. I mean, I haven't looked at the S&P 500, but usually when Bitcoin moves like that, you're getting
something. I think it is.
Oh wow! Look at that. Okay, so that's definitely isolated to crypto markets. It has to be. It's probably the ETF hype cooling off, because usually when you see, if you see the S&P 500 get rejected at the summit, it's at the
Mm.
same time as Bitcoin, it's just a risk off move across the market. But
Across the board.
this is something different.
Yeah, and it's suddenly, when Bitcoin loses, let's say like 2%, altcoins just get hit by like 10, 11%. They really take a bashing, altcoins. But to be
Yeah.
honest, you've just had like coins and things go up 300%. People are taking profits, and people, that's natural, and it's actually turning. It's a healthy trend at the moment. Until the overall macro trend is broken, just buy in every dip, which would be the best thing for people that. Well, that's the thing that I'm doing. I don't know if you still buying spot, Sol. You still buying spot crypto?
Yeah, Bitcoin only.
Bitcoin only. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
everybody.
Bitcoin, like when we talk about, like when now we're on the subject, I think buying for me, and I've been at heart, I've been a crypto trader for a long time, but I'm only accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum because I believe those are the only valuable assets long term. Everything else is just
You
very
don't think
risky and
Polkadot,
supposed.
Solana, all of those different layer ones, you don't think that they're a good investment?
I mean, they're good, but I mean, I remember in 2018 when we had like coins like Dragon Chain, which was like the next revolution in Bitcoin. That's at zero now, right? It's worthless. That was like the future of blockchain. That's worthless. Everything that I've believed is the future of crypto in 2017 is not so much the future of blockchain anymore, other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we talk about 10 years in the future, you get a risk very, very small on these altcoins, because 99% of them is just vaporware. They're just nothingness, honestly.
Mm.
I agree.
Bitcoin, however,
Yeah.
it's solid.
I trust only Bitcoin, probably Ethereum. I don't think there's much behind any other project.
Yeah, no Pepe coin or anything like that. No,
Dogecoin
Jonathan,
is
once Alex told me once to buy a, what was that coin, Alex?
Solana.
What?
Ah,
No.
wait, Luna.
Luna. I bought Luna. I just lost everything.
No, you bought. Hold up, what?
No
What?
way,
You bought
really?
Luna. You bought Luna at $1, and it went up to 6 in an hour. So, everybody in the office made money. So, unfortunately, I think it was Michael that left all of his money in the FTX platform, and
Oh
that
man.
obviously got lost that way. And Saul, I don't know, you just didn't sell, so it's your problem.
I didn't sell.
You didn't
Man,
sell.
I got crazy lucky with FTX. I remember I had a bunch of Bitcoin on FTX, and then I remember like I had probably like I just had it was just luck. I just thought that I should move it to a hardware wallet, and that was, I think, 2 months before the crash. That was horrible. That was insane.
Crazy story, though, isn't it?
And
Like,
and
that's
Luna, I
actually-
mean, Luna was insane because there's so many influencers, shilling Luna like the future of blockchain, the future of the financial markets with the stable coin and everything, and
Yeah.
it's devastating to see like people losing everything. But then again, I mean, guys, like, don't invest everything in one asset. It's sad that the money is gone, obviously, in people, but it's very bad risk management. So
Yeah.
don't listen to Alex.
Not saying that's not saying that's something I haven't done, but there you go.
I remember in 2018 I invested in there were this thing in crypto. You had these master nodes, I believe they were called. So I invested in
Okay,
this
yeah.
Japanese chatbot master node. Like, I thought this was like the next big thing. I just went all in with everything I had at that point. I think it took 5 minutes for the for the product. Right after I entered, the product just disappeared, nowhere to be seen. So
That's
yeah,
super
it's
dodgy.
yeah.
Somebody here. I had master notes or master nodes or whatever it is. Gosh.
Yeah, fun times.
You're still
trades,
in. So you're
guys?
still in it.
Anything happening?
Look. I can't really see anything that I would actually want to take. You know, I've already been busted twice today, so we'll have to
Yeah,
wait
so
and
I
see.
took, I believe I don't like how it's looking here. So I've been watching this structure here, and if we keep moving upwards here, I'm just gonna close this position. If we move lower, this was just a very bad executed trade, because like I'm not supposed to have an entry down here. I'm supposed to have all my entries up here. So I've definitely managed this the wrong way. So now if my stop loss gets hit here, I'm gonna be in loss, even though I've already closed two parts of the position in profit. So yeah, I think I'm slowly but surely trying to get into the idea of scaling in, because if I would have entered with full risk here, I would already have been up, probably zero, like 0.25% on the account down here. So I think that's something I have to work on when it comes to like scaling in.
Those who are funded with the fivers can trade with him, or is it not allowed?
Trade with who?
Harry, do you want to just tell us who you're talking about? Are you talking about Mr. Soul over here, the CEO, or are you talking about Jonathan, or what are you talking about, bud? And can we have a look at US 100? Somebody says. Do you mind popping on there and seeing what you think of that, Jonathan? Let's have a look.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Nas. Let's see what we got.
I'm waiting to see the reaction in 3 minutes when the market opens.
Yeah, this is a pretty huge, it's a pretty big move here in the 4 hour. When I see this, the first thing I'm thinking is, usually we get a big move like this, I'm thinking we'll get a pullback. Oh, you want to trade with me? Well,
Hey, can come onto the stream. You wouldn't have a problem with that, would you, Jonathan?
yeah, sure. Why not? Can bring everyone on here.
Everybody.
We'll have a competition with the members.
We can. I think we can have about 10 people in stream. To be fair, so that could be quite.
Yeah,
interesting.
it's could be. Why not? So yeah, what are we seeing here? I don't like. Yeah, so like Saul said, let's see how this opens, what the reaction is going to be, because right now I'd say we have like it's just in the middle of this range, and I'm expecting this to move like this and start retracing this major move. That's what I'm thinking. But what it all comes down to is, I mean, I don't really care what's gonna happen. I'm just trying to figure out like what would be my plan here if we break down or if we continue higher. So we might see we might see a trend here. We might see something like this, but I probably would not be buying here within this range. I feel it's not really. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really my type of trading style. What are you thinking?
I was actually reading the comments, but yeah, it just looks in a range. It's just like a lot of things actually. Things are a little bit choppy at the moment. You know, pound dollar's been quite choppy for. Well, I'm looking at the daily, but it seems it hasn't really done too much over the last couple of weeks. It's gonna take me another couple of weeks just to get back into the groove of things, I think. But
In a quick comment here, I actually knew a guy who always counter traded himself because he had it's very weird, right? Like, so he started trading and he had a very low win rate, and he just lost and lost and lost and lost. He thought like, whatever, let's just whatever I think I'm going to do, let's just do the opposite. And he actually made some money doing that. Like, it's absolutely insane. But that actually, like, he created a system based on that. So he actually saw what worked and then kind of reversed everything. That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I do
smart.
not recommend.
Super smart, but
Yeah, but I do not recommend going against your. I mean, sure, if you have a 0% win rate, you just flip it. But usually that won't work, you know, because prices is gonna hit that stop loss, hit TP, and then hit stop loss, whatever. So I'm selling short on Euro AD, and now I dropped my water over my speaker microphone equipment here. So if you start hearing weird sounds,
if you get electrocuted, we know what's up.
it means I need to make some
Alex,
good
you
trades here.
took your loss on pound dollar.
Yeah, no, that it hit my stop. It hit my stop.
But good you had it in place because fine, you know, it
Oh no,
build
it looks it's building momentum now. So,
now what's happening over there is one of my favorite setups.
let's have a look at
Okay,
your.
well, let's take a look.
Yeah, so
I love how clean your chart is just all the time, just like super clean.
thank you, Alex.
It's okay. You ever had a compliment like that before?
You know, we have this little channel here that's like a weak movement to the upside, and it looks like there's some momentum based just on the 5-minute chart. This last impulse to the downside, there's some, you know, momentum to the downside. Now on the 1-minute chart, looks like we you know, broke past support, and we created a new little supply area here. So this movement on the hourlies, I think, has potential to go all the way to these lows, and if that breaks, eventually all the way to the, you know, the previous lows on the hourlies. That's a bold call. But on the hourlies, I'll be waiting here for some pullback towards the retest of the breakout, and I'll be short. So let's see if we can have.
Get that.
Yeah, right now it's like
maybe I'll
overextended.
piggyback on your trades.
Right now it's overextended. I cannot do anything right now. I cannot sell, and it's, you know, it's risky to buy because this could potentially just continue lower and lower and lower. So I'll wait for the pullback, and I'll start stacking my shorts. Then and that's the movement I was waiting on on dollar yen. That's the momentum I wanted to see. So it's basically the same setup. This has now established breakout. So a similar setup on the on dollar yen. I was, you know, we were stuck in this little, you know, sideways movement. Now we have some momentum to the upside. A retest towards that area. That's a nice buying setup. So I'll see if I take it on pound or dollar yen.
What about you, Jonathan? What do you? We've seen some orders placed.
Yeah,
Are these
so I
getting
think
out, you're getting out of the position.
no, I'm so I got one of the positions. I got stop loss at so I'm actually I got this one in stop loss at entry on not entry, but I moved. I had my stop loss up here, so I moved stops down here, and now I said that, you know, I don't like, if we continue higher, I want to close position. If we continue lower, I want to add some to the position. So I went into the 1 minute, and I'm now trading this 1 minute downtrend. So I opened 2 more positions here, and I have a very tight stop loss. So this I'm just waiting for a break lower here. And if we get that break lower, I'll move stops to entry, and then that's gonna be it. So now I'm feeling a bit better because now I have that 5-minute candle looking pretty good. We got some momentum to the downside, and now I feel a little bit better because now I'm filled with closer to full position, full risk on this one. So it might look like we have a profitable day here. I did take a trade before this one, and so that was a loss. So hopefully with this one I'll be in profit at least a bit. We'll see.
You're
See what happens here.
you're now going towards your milestone, correct? To double your account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people that don't know, Jonathan is a funded trader in the Fivers of 160k. He's now in 10%, and then we will double the account size.
Yeah. Which is
Simples.
I'm risking very small, so that's going to be a. I mean, I think people need to realize 10% is a lot of gains. So it's rather, it should be a long journey, I believe, because a lot of times we see these IC people get funded, and they trade very risky and they have a huge payout, and but the goal is to have multiple payouts. You know, I would rather have multiple payouts every other week, and I would do one day hit and run payouts. So I think
Absolutely.
with that 10% goal, I think we need to be very consistent and think in terms of, for me at least, I look at my 160k account and ask myself, how can I protect that capital? How can I keep the account? Not, how can I double it?
Yeah.
Because if I think that way, usually we'll have, if I just follow the process, this is not very fun to look at. Maybe we can switch to another chart.
Yeah, we'll have a look
Can
at
I-
Saul. You're still looking at getting into a trade.
Yeah, so I just took a little
you're in it.
trade. I'm kind of we'll see if there's a reaction of this area. I was hoping for this to go back lower, to the downside, but we'll see if there's a reaction here. I just 3 pips movement to the upside. I'll take profit. If not, I'll take the loss on the opposite side. So we'll see if there's a reaction. So it looks like there's bit reaction. Let's see if there's some follow through over here. And in pound, okay, I see.
Yeah, I like
So I took the profits over there. Here on pound, there's the pullback. So now, so that was ideal setup. We had the breakout. Not ideal retest of the breakout, but that's not my favorite pullback, but I like actually this pullback. So I'll keep reading price action to see when this candle starts slowing down a little bit, and I'll start building my short position. If this continues building just momentum to the upside, then I'll wait for price to come to retest this area, and then I'll see if there's a reaction, and I'll take the trade.
What indicates to you that price is slowing down? What do you have to see? What shows that price is slowing down?
So just this candle here is one, right? So what I want to try, how many pips price got? Here it was this candle. It was, I don't know, 1.5 pips. Probably this was like 2 pips. This was 2 pips. So I'm looking for now for price to slow down. Down. Smaller candles. Now that reaction might leave me out of the trade. Now looking for that confirmation. Trying to wait for that confirmation of the slowing down of the market. I have missed. That was and then to start looking for the reversal. But it looks like the reaction came, at sometimes
not at the area that you were getting.
Yeah, not at all, because I don't see why that happened there. I don't have I don't have like what I mentioned before. Like I would have to go to the tick charts or to a smaller time frame than this one to understand what happened here that caused this movement here, because there was no here on the one chart, but nonetheless the movement happened. So I'm left out of this movement. So now I need to wait for the next setup, either to see if there's a new breakout of the lows, and I'll look for that similar setup, the retest and the pullback and continuation low.
Sol, I have something you need to see. So you wanted to long USD DFY, right?
And you did. You longed it. Nice one.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you longed it.
So
Thank you. When are you starting your signal group? Oh, and NCD USD. We're gonna.
Sol
move top entry.
is already started. This is the signal group. I'm only joking.
You know what, Jonathan? I think that's a great example also on how not efficient it is. Because I'm scalping.
Yeah, this is not efficient at all, man. I'm waiting.
So when we have that patience, I don't have it. You know, I can't do it. But when we develop that patience to hold into our trades, so you can make more money than just scalping. But yeah, that's reality. That's how every one of us trades. But I'm happy you're in profit.
Yeah, I'm gonna close this one though, because I'm long USD here, and I'm actually gonna close that one because now NCD USD is breaking lower, and it makes no sense for me to be long USD and short USD at the same time here while this looks like it's breaking down lower. So I think it made a quick.
No, and also Jonathan, you're right at the resistance. If you try to set your stop loss even higher, you're asking the market to break a resistance just to reach your target. So don't ask the market to work hard for you. Just take the profits at the right level, and
that's actually how I approach swing trading. When I'm swing trading, I'm actually looking at, and this might be reversed as to how a lot of other people are doing, but when I swing trade, I want to get out as quick as possible on the closest resistance.
Yeah.
Because one there's the time aspect. That the longer you are in the trade, the more things can happen to go against you. And but when I'm scalping or trading lower time frames, I actually want to see if we can hit that levels higher. So I think I do take the profit as soon as possible when swing trading, but not like when scalping. I want to give I want to ask a little bit more from the market if I have that high time frame bias. So we have a lot of questions here because I'm trading through TradingView here, and this is a discussion I will have with Sol in the future, because with copy trading and everything, with the prop accounts and everything, there might be problems with that, with multiple accounts and stuff like that. So if we have a structure, a process that works, we might want to look at how we show how that's done.
At the moment, you can trade off TradingView if you've got something like a bridge, like a copy trader, like you've got from Oanda to NT5. But the Fivers don't provide NT5, don't provide TradingView as a platform.
Yeah, I pay $100 a month to be able to copy trade everything. So there's no free solution out there. Is
Social Trader Tools free though? I'm not too sure. I've never used it. Have you ever used it?
I haven't used it, but it's pretty much the same thing as I'm using.
Okay.
I'm using something called Forex Factory, and but I have multiple accounts. I have many different accounts. Personal accounts and like private friends and family funds and stuff like that. So I have everything on one copy traders. I believe I'm paying about $100 to get everything, but it's not the best way to do things. So look at this. I'm on Oanda now, for example. I'm on the 1 minute on Oanda. If you compare the spread to Oanda, you're gonna stopped out on Wanda while the fibers are keeping your
Right,
positions
right.
open. Yeah, the commissions and the spreads on Wanda is insanely much higher than the fibers. So when you're scalping, you gotta do that on MetaTrader on your the fibers account, because it's not that's not going to be possible on here, because now I'm not sure why I can't see the spread here, but right now on NCDUSD it's 1.4, not too bad, but it can just shoot up to 2 or 2.5 quite quickly, and if you're in a scalp trade based on like just a couple of pips, you're out of that trade quite quickly. And if you're
Yeah.
relying on market orders, it's not very good.
Yeah, eating up all your profits. I know somebody actually asked about Oanda, and because they've just opened up a prop firm as well. And what are our thoughts with
Yeah.
that? So that's quite, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm actually happy, you know, because
Yeah.
you know, the industry is still, and I think those players like, you know, big names, serious companies, and serious brands are necessary to build trust around the whole industry. And they will set some. Hopefully, they will set good standards and good practices. That kind of welcome much more than, you know, poor you know, just trying to sell the same product for less money without understanding, without having any risk management team or anything behind, and so, you know, just relying on marketing. So I'm actually happy with Oanda joining the industry.
Yeah, I think
What
I
about-
think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. I think, you know, it's just everyone. I mean, today everyone can start the prop firm, and it's just, you know, it's just insane. I mean, remember, you know, last year like you had like probably 10 new firms every day. It's crazy. And then you saw also like 10 other firms every day just collapsing and not being honest. And so yeah, it's wild, a wild industry.
US traders are totally fine with the fivers. We've got loads of US traders. There's no change in that, is there, Sol?
No, not at the moment. I mean, I don't know if there will be some, you know, local rules in the U.S. or restrictions from U.S. regulators or something like that. But the way we're structured, we're, you know, we're allowed to onboard U.S.
Freelancers.
traders, and we have strong legal opinions from, you know, U.S. law firms, and we're aligned with the ruling in the U.S. So at the moment we can onboard U.S. traders and all good. But you know, that might change in the future with you know, if some regulation comes in or something.
Yeah, at the end of the day, every one of our traders, they're freelancers. They have a skill that is needed by our firm, and they're employed or contracted out for that skill. And that skill is just being able to trade. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing opportunity. I mean, like you said yesterday, Alex, now's the perfect time to be a trader. You don't even need your own capital, which was, you know, back in the day, that was the only, like, that was the entry barrier. You needed to either have your own capital or you needed to reach out to private investors. And now the game is completely different.
Yep. Yeah. That would have been cool though, being an actual, you know, physical prop with everybody together, you know, because one of the things is with being a trader, it does get lonely, and sometimes, you know, it's nice that things like this, having a live stream with people that know what you're going through and doing the same kind of things as you, that's kind of the thing that we have to rely on really to get the same kind of feeling. But, you know, before they have, you know, like 30, 40 people in a room, they'd rent a desk, and they'd be able to trade their funds or even get funded by the prop shop that they're renting the desk off. But, you know, I still like this version. It's fantastic, you know, being able to be at home and taking the advantages of funding from all over the world. It's a fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Saul, when are you dropping a crazy $1 account again?
Not soon. Soon.
Oh yeah.
We had sleepless nights around that, so
Yeah, I saw some complications as well. You had like 70,000 people.
It's
You know,
tough when
we-
you've got so many people coming in so fast. Without, you've got to have good structure, and I think everything. Well, I know everything here is bespoke. Everything is built by us, not by any third party entities. No, sometimes things break. I didn't think we were going to get that much.
yeah, we are working on a we are kind of on our full capacity technology wise at the moment. So we are in the background. We're working on a very large project of factoring all our infrastructure and flows and processes and code and all of that, our technology. So that'll take a couple of months to be ready. Once that's ready, we're going to fly that with projects and things that are very, very exciting and coming soon.
Yep.
But until then, we need to take a deep breath, be patient, and we'll continue with what we got now. And after that, we have some surprises coming out.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah,
surprises, huh?
I have a
Surprises. What are you looking at?
yeah. So we had the market open on Nasdaq, and we had the the strong reaction to the downside. We can see it even on the 5-minute chart. We had this very strong reaction to the downside, and we have managed to to recover it completely. So there's a chance we are going to react to the market open area. So there might be a reaction to the downside here, but if similar to the yen setup we had previously, if this completely breaks this area to the upside, then there's an alignment between bias, which is to the upside, and the momentum, which will be to the upside, and then I'll be looking for long opportunities on Nasdaq, because of course we're on an uptrend, momentum is to the upside, bias is to the upside. We had the 1 minute we had the market open to the downside, so we're kind of retesting the market open areas. We might have now selling pressure and selling kind of movement. But if the market invalidates that area and breaks to the upside, then everything will be aligned to the upside, and I'll be looking for buying opportunities then. So that's what I'm waiting for, to see if there's going to be a reaction to the downside or it's going to be a break to the upside.
I think this aligns nicely with my chart of Nasdaq. So we had that move to the downside, and I would say it's still holding the lows here. And the area that you talked about, I believe it's this one right here.
Yep.
So I think if we can, I mean, for me, what I'm watching here is basically, I think we can perhaps make a zone out of this one. So I think what I'm looking for is, I think we might have a long opportunity if we can reclaim, like I said, we reclaim the market open, would also be the middle of the range for a move perhaps up here. I do, however, if I'm looking for a longer term trade, I am very, like I'm quite mindful of this whole I don't really like going long when there's just so much room to the downside. But yeah, on the lower time frames, I think we definitely have something here. We can have we see a downtrend here, and yeah, I mean if we can get something like this, that would be really nice. I think that would be awesome. I also closed part of my position here because I'm not liking the structure here. When I have something like this on the 1 minute, it seems like it's holding support here, and not very happy to be in the full position. A great idea.
The trader, Ryan. Congratulations, man.
that account.
Take a little bit of time off, actually.
Yeah,
A little bit
yeah,
of time off, relax.
because you get that certification, you get that email, you get that, congratulations, you're now a funded trader, and it's like you feel really great about that, right? You feel really great about that, and that euphoric feeling will affect your decision. Like it's the same when you get like a really big winner. Usually the next trade is a loser, right? So it's important to take a step back, view it, and celebrate, right? Celebrate. Take a few days off and just celebrate the win. It's important to celebrate those small victories. But this is not a small victory, though.
Price has just got to your little area now, Sal. So what are you actually looking at? You're looking at to see the reaction from this little bit of supply.
Yeah, many times that's the area where I would be looking for sell, 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 sell. But in this case, I would like to see the market breaking up, validating the selling area. And once I have that information, like to have a breakout, and then this, be acting or becoming a demand, a buying area. So then I reach the same area and then going long, because that way I align with the bias and with the momentum and everything. But we can see there's right at that area, we can see the reaction and the selling pressure around that area. So I just need to wait and see how this evolves and unfolds.
Just wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those. I think that's the one I'm watching now as well. I don't.
Yeah. You gotta say, Trading View just looks so much better. It's just so clean.
It is. They really did a good job here. Oh yes. Nice. All right. So now.
Did you
We
exit
can.
position?
No. I have something open. I got two positions open still, so I got
Nice.
like half, about 50% risk. I've taken on this one now. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've taken way too many trades on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's way too much. The commissions are gonna kill me on that one. So yeah, I've taken 8 positions on this one since we started the live stream, which is not very like me. I used to take 1 position. This is.
You're trying out the thing that Saul, like breaking up the trades, like Saul mentioned to you.
Yeah, it's a bad influence, man. It's I'm looking at the commissions here. Wow. But yeah, if I break down here, I'm just gonna. And also, it's I just feel like I want to secure this trade as quick as possible. I have a plan. I know, like I'm not gonna lose a lot on this, because this is not the original stop loss anyway, so I'll lose smaller than planned. But I still feel like I need to secure this position, and that's also usually what I feel. When you're trying something new and you're not really sure, you don't really know exactly what the expectancy is of that. So when you get that win, you just want to secure it.
Yeah, sometimes just taking a little bit of risk off and going really light on your things. If you don't want to backtest it, I know some people that don't like backtesting, that's possible, but forward testing, they always forward test with like small amounts, and it works good stuff.
Well, I think backtesting is super important, but how are you gonna backtest this? This is all about execution, I think. So, I mean, it's very hard to go play the 1 minute charts and just try to. Of course, I'm gonna get the best execution. Becomes very different.
Yeah, tunnel vision becomes a big thing, especially when you. It's so funny when you're in a position like, say with pound dollar today, I was so fixated on it going up. And you got to take yourself, close the position when it's done, then you start to see the whole bigger picture. And tunnel vision is definitely a big thing that people got to keep an eye on. Let's have a look at what Soul is doing.
much, guys. Just waiting. Still, we're kind of
Just
kind of
waiting.
there. We kind of have the reaction, but the reaction failed. So let's see if we build momentum to the upside, and I'll be looking for my longs. Just waiting. Not much.
Yeah, we might have. I'm thinking we might have something on. I'm not
Oh, we haven't
trading
had
oil.
we haven't traded oil before on this channel, I don't think.
No, it's new, right?
Yeah, it's a new one
Because
for the
it's-
fivers, so definitely.
But is it Brent or BPI? Look
Both.
it up. All right. I'm not trading on those, so I'm not gonna take a trade on this today because I haven't seen the price difference or the difference in spreads here at all, and I don't feel like I have time to do that right now. But if you're watching this and you might look at a possible trade here, what I'm thinking is like we're in this range in 4 hour, but the 1 hour is actually looking quite nice here. I think we have a good trend here. I think if we have what I think kind of looks like this pattern where you have I would like to have this one higher, but we hit that trend line. We're in the we hit the mid zone of the reload zone, as I like to call it, and heading higher. So usually when I see something like this, I want to place limit buy orders around the 50 for retrace, and then TP at the highs. So this would be like a 1.9 hour trade. And if you look at 15 minutes, you have this level, right? So if you want to trade the lower time frames, wait for confirmation, reaction inside this area before buying, because I do think that I don't know if this structure would be higher up, like if you had that structure here, that would be perfect. But now it's like get that resistance area. I don't know. Maybe.
This is a good question, and I think we all should answer it. But hey, Jonathan, I had this challenge. Like I do the analysis well, but I find myself worried to execute the trade, and it happens so many times. How can I do to solve this? Now, my simple answer, and this is just my opinion, is half your risk, lower your risk by half, and just get used to just executing when the money really just doesn't matter. If you get to the point where you're like, wow, this trade is I'm just gonna, I've done the analysis, I'm just gonna put it on. Maybe even just do it with $1 and just get used to just putting the execution trade. That's what I would say.
Yeah, and you're gonna be honest with yourself. You're gonna look yourself in the mirror and say like, I want to be a trader. All right. So what is trading all about? It's about executing orders. So if you feel like you feel like you're worrying and you feel fear about executing the order, like you really have to like ask yourself, if I want to be a trader, I need to be able to execute. So you got to take that problem very, very seriously, because otherwise you can't function as a trader. And I think number one is to lower risk. And Alex said lower it to half. I'd say lower it at least to, like, if you're risking normally 100%, risk 25%. So for me that would be like 0.25, or even as low as 0.2, or even if you have a big account, do like 12%, just to get the habit and the routine of executing the orders in. And then when you feel like you're okay with that risk, you increase.
Yeah, normally the reason why you're hesitant to get into the trade is because you're thinking already about the loss. Normally it tends to because you're probably about to over leverage, which is your natural body just saying, no, I don't want to do this because it's gonna hurt me in some kind of way. So when you just take away the thing that's gonna hurt you, which is probably the monetary loss, once you get rid of that, then you're going to be able to execute it a lot better. And it's just like a muscle, like you said. You go to the gym, you're lifting a bench. You don't just go straight in heavy. You start off really light, and you build yourself up to when you can do 100, 120, and so on and so forth. What about you, Sol? Because
I think I couldn't put it better than you guys did, so
Perfect.
I'll just join you.
I'm closing this trade now because it's now a very different structure than what I entered. So I'm getting out of this trade here.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'll
so we
need to,
do-
to leave you soon, so I don't know if you
Yeah, you can
keep around.
leave if you need.
You staying?
Nah, man, you can leave. It's all right. We'll take it over. You've done with
Someone
your
needs to
trading
run
today
the
anyway.
company, guys.
Yeah. No, but I think we had here somebody said that they close the trade when it's in drawdown, but then as soon as okay, I'm also having a problem that I hold a trade in drawdown, but as soon as it's in profit or break even, I close it and then it goes in my predicted direction.
Well, welcome to
Just-
trading.
just
This happens.
Let them forget. to be honest.
This is what it's all about. I mean, that's trading in a nutshell, right? You see, so this trade right here, I just closed this one. Now, I would not be surprised if it goes down here. Will I be mad or angry or whatever? No, not at all, because this. So
I
listen,
would.
you have to you have to understand. You have to
Guys,
understand.
I'm
like,
off. Thank you, guys.
See you later, mate.
Take
Bye.
care, man.
Got it. You
Bye.
rock. Thank you, guys. See you next time.
So what I said was I entered here based on this price structure. Okay, this is where I started looking at this trade, and now my stop loss would have been hit. But anyway, this is not the structure I initially wanted to enter. So when you enter a trade and you see it in drawdown, you got to ask yourself, is the idea still valid? If the idea is still valid, just keep the trade open. But as soon as the idea becomes something different, you exit that trade. And the thing is there an edge in if you close your trade here like I did and then it moves down here, is there an edge in this? Is there an edge in not closing the trade, waiting for stop loss to get hit, or waiting for price to go lower? Not really, because this is not the structure I'm trading. So I think it's very important to take a step back and ask yourself, does this happen every time? Because if it happens every time, well, look, you have a new strategy, right? Like, if you can see repeatable patterns on that. But yeah, I mean, that's what trading is all about. We're gonna, most of the time, we're gonna be losing more than we win when it comes to win rate. So you have to be friends with losing. However, if I'm gonna be a bit mad if USD JPY just ran straight up to TP.
Yeah.
Nah, well. Okay. It's okay.
All of these things though, it all comes down again to the fear. It comes down to all of these different fears that you have. The fears, okay, now it's in profit. Is this profit gonna go away? And you don't want it to go away. So sometimes it could be about reducing the risk to a point that you don't care, or you have to put something else in place to help you get over that. And maybe a rule of set and forget, which is you put your risk on and then that's it. You don't touch it until it either hits to take profit or it hits to stop loss. One of those, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no one trader's way is better than that somebody else's trader's way. Everybody has got their own way of trading, and it's a very individual thing. But think about maybe lowering the risk again, and think about maybe putting rules in place like set and forget. That's what I would recommend to you.
Yeah, and I think having a solid risk management is very important as well. So that when you're in that drawdown, you can tell yourself that if this trades hit my stop loss, I will only lose a fraction of my accounts. It's okay. I can have several losses in a row, and it's not going to hurt my account. So today I had. I took 3 trades today. One right before the live streams, and then two now during the live stream. So I had one, the USD JPY was a small loser, a 1R. I mean a winner, a 1R winner. And then I had 2 more losers, but I'm only on the day down 0.12%.
Nice.
So if all of those would have hit TP, I would have probably been up 1%. So I've risked very, very small, and I know that by having small positions and small risk, and by managing that trade and moving stops entry when necessary, I make sure to limit the losses. And I think that's very important because you get that fear,
Yep.
because you're afraid of losing money.
Yep. And those small wins, like the ones that you just had, that's in one day. So let's say you do that for a month, you do that for 2 months. All of these things, they do build up into a big snowball effect as well. So it's all about looking at a trade, not just on the individual trade, but on the basket of trades as well.
Yeah, we can look at the month here. So we have this is the journal, right? And
What journal do you use? Is that
this is
TradeZilla?
yeah,
Do
TradeZilla.
you like it?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Well, the only reason really why I like it is because it automatically imports all my trades, right? So I can connect all of my
Wicked.
accounts
Yeah.
and it automatically imports from MetaTrader. But yeah, so this is the month of January, and this I believe this might have been today if it haven't updated. So on my Fiverr account, I'm down 0.12, and then on this one, I'm down 0.25% on the day. But on the month, I'm still up 3%, and this is what it's all about. You get those, small winner, loser, big winner, small winner, big winner. And then it keeps on, it's small. The way I want my equity curve to look is like you need to have that uptrend, the higher highs and higher lows, and to get the higher lows, you need to have like many small winners and the occasional big winner. Or did I say winner? Many small losers.
Yeah. Small losers, big winners, or you can have
Yeah.
big winners and big losses and big winners. As long as it's going up.
Yeah,
You're all good.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, man. Actually, I have to take my son to a floorball
Let's go.
practice.
There you go. Wicked.
You know
Well,
what
look, it was
floorball
nice
is.
having everybody here, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. And Jonathan will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, this was awesome. If you guys like this stream, leave a comment, leave a like. The live streams that we do, the ones you like the most, those are the ones that kind of signal to us that we know what we should continue doing. I had
Definitely.
a great time here with you guys today, and hopefully the audience liked watching this. More of a discussion, almost like a
Definitely.
podcast, right?
That's it. That's how we work. That's how we like it. So, guys, like and subscribe. Do all the bits and pieces, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at the Fivers. We'll see you in the next one.
Hello, hello. No shop?